This video will discuss the Ibex TX31 mini round baler, the types of twine it uses, and ways to adjust twine tension. Multiple types of twine can be used in the TX31 baler. The first type is hemp twine, our most popular twine. Natural hemp twine is fibrous and thus works well in our balers. This is due to the fibers adding more friction to the rollers and to the bale when the bale is pulling the twine into the bale chamber to start wrapping. Other advantages of hemp twine are that it is digestible and biodegradable, thus reducing plastic refuse in feedlots and barns that can be created by synthetic twines. One free roll of hemp twine comes with each of our balers so that customers can give it a try. The second type is polytwine. Within polytwines, there are a variety of types and roll sizes. There are a few things to keep in mind when choosing a polytwine for our Ibex balers. These balers' twine chambers fit a 9,130 twine nicely. The type we sell is 4,500 feet in length and has a 130-pound tensile strength. However, length and strength are not all that should be considered. Different brands use different coatings and come in different diameters. The coating on a twine will be the biggest differentiator between brands and types. Some have a special UV coating that makes the twine slick or slippery, while others maintain a bit of a fibrous texture. Like we mentioned with the hemp fiber twine, the more fibrous a twine is, the better it will work in these balers. The color of polytwine is typically bright to aid in removal from bales before feeding. Advantages of polytwine are higher tensile strength compared to hemp fiber twine and greater rot resistance. No matter the type of twine you choose, hemp or poly, problems with the bale wrapping process in the field can be avoided by keeping the twine at the correct tension. If tension is too loose, the twine can come off of the pulleys and prevent the automatic tying process from completing. If it's too tight, the bale will not be strong enough to grip the twine to unravel it. With different twines, you will want to adjust the twine tensioners on the baler to ensure there is proper tension for that specific twine. The rule of thumb here is with a smaller diameter twine, the more tension you will need to have. Also, the more slippery a twine is, the greater the tension that will be needed between the two tensioners. However, with a more fibrous twine, a lesser amount of tension will be needed. Thinner and thicker twines will not work well in this baler. The use of thinner 20,110 or thicker 7,200/170 polytwines is not recommended. Twine tension can be adjusted at two different points on the baler. The first of these is at the top of the twine arm. Tension is created by a small spring that is compressed with a lock nut. To adjust the tension, pull the tensioner plate so that you can access the nut with a 10mm open-ended wrench. Tighten to add tension and loosen to reduce tension. The second location is on the right side of the baler, inside the door, where there are two tension springs. Using two 10mm wrenches, place the box end of one wrench on the top bolt head of the twine tensioner assembly. The best way to access this bolt is from the rear of the baler. With the other wrench, tighten or loosen the lock nut located on the underside of the bolt and adjust accordingly. Tighten to add tension and loosen to reduce tension. As you can see, there are two grooves on the white pulley wheel, which is also located inside the right side door. The groove you use to thread the twine will determine the number of times each bale is wrapped. Using the smaller of the two grooves, we'll wrap fewer times and use less twine per bale. Using the larger groove, we'll wrap more times and use more twine per bale. Typically, fewer wraps are fine. However, if your bales will be handled more than usual, need a neater appearance for sales purposes, or contain shorter cut forges, more wraps may be necessary. 2 rolls of twine can fit into our balers. If you tie the 2 rolls together, you can extend the time until needing to refill the twine chamber. Just be sure your knot is small enough to fit in between the twine tensioners and around and through the pulleys. Hopefully this video has answered your questions regarding twine and tension adjustment for the Ibex TX31 mini round baler. If you have any other questions, please feel free to type them in the comments or contact us at 833-888-IBEX. Happy baling!